Hello and welcome to Pioneer Web TV News. I'm Natalia Aldana.
And I'm Al Foreman.
The CSU system recently announced the beginning of the Early Start program, which will take place this summer. Its purpose is to help incoming students strengthen their math and English skills. The goal, according to the CSU system, is to start the process well before students begin their freshman year. CSU campuses will notify students they are required to attend the summer program based on their academic scores prior to enrollment.
Cal State East Bay's library is suffering from a need in facility upgrades. While some buildings are currently being remodeled, the library is being held together by tape, tubes, and garbage bins. Pioneer Web TV's Annie Laggy has the story.
Many remodeled buildings and new venues have been added to Cal State East Bay's campus the last few years. However, the university library's condition is in desperate need for repairs. Students, faculty, and staff are using the library under conditions that could be unsafe, unsanitary, and unstable.
We do have a few things in the library that need to be fixed. I think most of the students would notice that the carpets back in the stacks are very old and they need to be replaced. We're using duct tape right now to repair them, and that's not a good thing. So that's one thing. And then, of course, there are leaks in our ceiling here, and I think the students notice those leaks too. On the second floor of the library, we have trash barrels. We have little pipes coming down from the ceiling to conduct the water. So we would like to get those things repaired. The roof of the library will be repaired when they tear down Warren Hall. They're supposed to tear down Warren Hall in 2013 summer. So when that happens, the walkway which connects Warren Hall to the rest of the campus can then get repaired. Right now, that walkway is just a gravelly surface and it has some cracks in it. Believe it or not, that gravelly cracked surface is our roof. And so one of the reasons we have leaks in the library is because we have an outdoor roof that's really a walkway. Now again, I'm hoping when they tear down Warren Hall that they'll take the time to repair that surface up there, and it will make it so that we don't have leaks in this library. They'll repair the walkway, which is our roof, and we'll all be happy.
Even the university library staff have hopes for more changes.
I'd like to have us get a new building because our current one is old and leaky and needs to be replaced. But in the meantime, I would like to see more computers for the students, more staff and librarians to help patrons as needed.
Well, that wraps up this story. Let's hope that we get a new library soon. This is Annie Laggy reporting for Pioneer Web TV News, signing off.
Students and staff hope the library will soon be renovated. Coming up next, a new policy is instated by the CSU Board of Trustees.
Plus, a group of East Bay students take a stance after the break.
California State University Board of Trustees placed a cap on the salary of any newly hired CSU president. The policy specifies that a new president's salary cannot rise more than 10% above the outgoing president's compensation. The decision comes on the heels of a faculty strike last November that shut down at least 2 campuses, including Cal State East Bay. One of the main points raised by the faculty's union has been that while teachers' salaries have been put on hold and student tuition continues to rise, executive salaries have appeared extravagant during this period of mounting budget cuts.
Cal State East Bay's Stance Dance Team, in association with Black Student Union, hosted their first benefit concert on campus. The proceeds of the event went to aid the West Oakland Boys and Girls Club. Well-known rapper and former Oakland resident Too Short also showed up to lend his support. Pioneer Web TV reporter Troy Moore has the story.
Cal State East Bay's Stance Dance Team held their first annual benefit concert, which helped fund the West Oakland chapter of the Boys and Girls Club of America.
I didn't expect it to be as many people. I didn't expect to raise as much money as we raised. I didn't expect there to be such a great turnout for this event.
The event included dance performances, singers and rappers, poetry readings,
yes, everything we now see.
and even a live band.
So we just had a good time. It felt real good. And I go to Cal State East Bay, so I had a good time rocking, home turf. There's a lot of people here, it's my family, so I had a good time.
Celebrity rapper and Bay Area native Too Short even appeared at the event to introduce his new artist, Wifey, and show his support. Although guests paid to view the concert, Stance gave all the proceeds to the Boys and Girls Club, keeping nothing for themselves.
It felt really good to perform in the benefit concert and to give back to the Boys and Girls Club, especially since I used to be a child who used to attend their establishments when I was young. So it was just a good feeling to be able to give back.
Stance hopes to make this an annual concert and to continue helping the children in need.
Next year, Stance Dance Team plans to make this event bigger, better, so that we can raise more money for the Boys and Girls Club.
For more information regarding the Stance Dance Team, you can visit the CSU East Bay website, or you can visit the Stance Facebook page, facebook.com/Stance Dance Team. I'm Troy Moore, signing out for Pioneer Web TV News.
The Stance team expressed their appreciation for those who came out to support them and plan to host more events in the future.
The Academic Advising and Career Education, or ACE program, held a Backpack to Briefcase event in the new Student Union. Counselors and professionals offered advice to CSU EB students preparing for their future careers. Pioneer Web TV reporter Stephen Chu has more on the event.
I'm here at Backpack to Briefcase, put on by the Academic Advising and Career Education. This event will help prepare students for the spring career fair by perfecting their resume, giving them tips, and more.
Is primarily to educate and better prepare our students on career fair etiquette, what's appropriate dress for a career fair. We have stations for Dress for Success, resume critiquing, a 30-second commercial pitch, practice interview questions. So we have all these stations to prepare our students for their career in the future. And we also have several employers here who are giving students feedback on what you should say and what you shouldn't say to employers.
Students are reminded that first impressions are always key.
It's very important for an individual to make a very good first impression, whether it be at a career fair or during an interview. So it's very important for one to be very business conservative.
This event is benefited for anybody who wants to get a job. There are counselors' guides that help students in understanding and completing all general education requirements, in addition to helping them clarify and attain their goals.
I think the workshop is very helpful for students who are transitioning from academia to the professional world, and it's indicative to the future for college students. I like the fact that it has a resume building area where people give you advice on resume building, and also local businesses are reaching out to college students with helping them transition over to the workforce.
There were counselor guides available to help students understand and complete all their general education and requirements to clarify and attain their goals. If you would like to take advantage of services provided by the Academic Advising and Career Education, or to find out more information about future events, please visit their website at www.csueastbay.edu/AACE. This is Stephen Chu with Pioneer Web TV signing out.
For more information about the Academic Advising and Career Center, visit the CSU East Bay website and type in AACE in the search bar.
Up next, our own Charlie Kennewick will update us with the latest in campus sports.
In between classes, need a snack? We got you. Get a coupon and try a small bag for free at the bookstore. Curtis Jammin' Kettle Corn. One taste and you know you're hooked.
are back, and while our Pioneer squads have been braving contests on the road and here at home, we have one and only Charlie Kennewick with the latest in sporting news.
Well, I hope I'm the one and only, because there's only room here for one of me.
That's true.
Thanks, Al. Let's get started with our weekly basketball update. Things still aren't looking too great for the guys, as they have now dropped 7 games straight, bringing their record down to 7-12. The ladies, however, broke their losing streak with not one, but 2 wins last weekend versus Humboldt State and Sonoma State. They now have a record of 8-13. Next week, we'll have full highlights of both men's and women's homecoming weekend versus San Francisco State and Cal Poly Pomona. Well, last weekend, the Pioneers water polo team kicked off their 2012 campaign with a doubleheader versus Sonoma State and Azusa Pacific. The Pioneers beat Sonoma State 11-7 and were led by senior Erica Crane. Crane scored 3 goals in the first quarter and ended up the game with a total of 5 goals. In the second game, the Pioneers exploded for 21 points. Crane contributed 6, junior Claire Pierce also had 6, and sophomore Sarah Hudden contributed 4 goals. The Pioneers went on to beat Azusa Pacific 21-9. But on Saturday, the ladies took their win streak to Stockton for the Pacific Invitational and were unable to come up with a victory. Their record, 2-2. Well, baseball and softball also got underway last week. The fellas dropped their home opener 6-2 against Sonoma State. Both the Pioneers' 2 runs were driven in by Bryson Nakamura, and the softball team was extremely busy last week. They opened up the season with 2 wins over the Academy of Art in San Francisco and then headed down to Phoenix, Arizona for the Grand Canyon University Kickoff Classic. The ladies won 2 and lost 2 in the desert and have a record of 4-2 so far this season. Well, Cal State East Bay hasn't had a football team since 1993, but that didn't stop a group of students from having a little fun with the pigskin. Check it out.
There is no finer place than from on top of the bay to battle out one of football's oldest rivalries. Teams from the different fraternity and sorority houses at Cal State East Bay came to wage war on the gridiron in this year's Greek Olympics, aka Powder Puff Football. On the guys' side of the field raged a hard-fought battle. Back and forth and into overtime. And with TKE knocking on the door, Delta Chi gets the crucial interception. Delta Chi would emerge victorious, but there's only one word to describe the women's tournament: domination. Looking to defend their winning tradition, the ladies of Alpha Phi were relentless. With a stout defense led by fearsome pass rusher Elizabeth Ortiz, Alpha Phi held both of their opponents scoreless. And their high-octane offense was fueled by Alex Inturiano. Inturiano accounted for 4 of Alpha Phi's 7 touchdowns in 2 games. Another year, another victory for the squad in pink. This may be flag football, but don't think that these athletes didn't take a beating. There can only be one champion this year, and all the rest have to wait until next February.
Well, a lot of fun was had out there this year. Now, how come I didn't see you guys out there balling it up a little?
Hey, that's Natalia.
I took the midnight shift.
That's what happens.
That's all I hear.
It's time to bring out your very best in red. The upcoming Red Dress Gala, hosted by the Eta Delta chapter of Alpha Phi International Fraternity, is an annual event that raises money for women's cardiac care awareness. Pioneer Web TV reporter Kylene Glover has more on what's to be expected.
The women of Alpha Phi are holding its annual Red Dress Gala on March 3rd to raise money to support women's heart disease. For the past 3 years, Alpha Phi has been holding this event, which has raised thousands of dollars for their foundation. Last year, the event raised over $9,000. 6,000 of that were donations from local businesses. All proceeds from the auction go directly to the Alpha Phi Foundation, a nonprofit organization that supports programs and research that addresses the symptoms, treatment, and prevention of heart disease in women. The event on March 3rd will include a formal dinner, entertainment, and a live silent auction. Last year's auction items included spa trips, $1,000 in makeup donations from Clinique, wine baskets, a firefighter dinner, and other themed baskets. Alpha Phi is seeking community support through tax-deductible donations or any goods or services that can help raise funds for the Alpha Phi Foundation. This is Kylene Glover reporting for Pioneer Web TV News.
For more information about the upcoming event or for ticket sales, go to www.alphaphi.csueb.com. That concludes another show for us at Pioneer Web TV. I'm Al Foreman.
And I'm Natalia Aldana. Thank you for joining us once again as we bring you the latest updates on your campus. We'll see you next time.